How much money do I make from my farm selling eggs in a single day? Wow, I would say how much money I would make from my farm in a single day selling eggs. I've tried to do a research. Actually, I'm just from the market now trying to check the egg prices. The funny thing is, one egg is 20 shillings. 3 eggs is 35 shillings. But the price that those guys want me to sell them eggs, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Will I make it? My names are Antonio Innocent Mdongi, your full-time poultry plug. And if you are new to our YouTube channel, guys, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, and share as much as you can. I've offered you a masterclasses at a discounted price, just as a welcoming you offer. Check the link in the description below, access our website, and enjoy the masterclasses at half price. The offer is limited for a short time. I've been doing maize farming alongside chicken farming, but I cannot compare chicken farming or egg production with maize farming. That is day and night. Day and night. You cannot compare the two things. At the market, when you're buying an egg, I'm being given an egg at 20 shillings. 2 eggs I'm being given at 35 shillings. So if I'm buying an egg at 20 shillings, at that rate, it simply means that a tray of eggs is going to be about 600 shillings. And if I'm going to buy the eggs at 35 shillings, so it simply means that it is going to be 15 times 35. So I'll be buying my eggs at about 480 something shillings. That is what I'm buying. But how much am I selling? These guys are funny. Some of them will tell you that they're going to buy your eggs at 360 shillings. So you want to buy my eggs at 360 shillings and then you're selling them at 600 shillings. You want to buy my eggs at 360 shillings or you're going to sell them at 400 and something shillings. Today, where we stand with the costs of production, the least I sell a tray of eggs is 420 shillings wholesale. How am I achieving that? What I did is this. I went to our market. Then I looked for a space. I rented a small space. It's just measuring 10 feet by 10 feet. I should be able to show you this in the next episode. So when I collect my eggs from here, I take them there. I'll be collecting them there. It is advantageous twice. Why? I'll be able to sell my eggs directly to the consumers and directly to my market without going through intermediaries. And the least I'm going to sell my tray of eggs is 420 shillings a tray. Now, it is of advantage to me because of biosecurity. If I say that everybody has to come to the farm to buy eggs from the farm, most of these people who buy the eggs are interacting with eggs from different farms. That is why we have too much coryza on our farms. So they will come to the farm, purchase the eggs directly from the farm, then they could bring me an infection. But that is just a by the way. Now, my birds are feeding 110 grams per day. So it means that if my birds are feeding 110 grams per day, 1,000 birds will feed 110 kilos of feed per day. Commercially, I'll be spending 6,200 shillings a day. Now, if I'm spending 6,200 shillings a day, and these birds lay 90%, which is 900 eggs, that is like 30 trays. Now, 30 trays, if I sell my 30 trays at 420 shillings, it simply means that I'm going to be selling my eggs at 12,600. And I'm spending 6,000 on feed. So I'll be taking my 12,600, then I deduct my 6,000 shillings. So I'll be making 6,600 a day. That is if you go my direction. Now, for instance, I'm paying rent of 5,200 shillings a month for that space. But how much money am I saving? If I sold my eggs to the middleman, I will sell to him at 360 shillings. So 420 minus 360, I'm losing 60 shillings a tray. 60 shillings a tray. For 1,000 birds, I'll be losing 60 shillings times 30 trays. So I'll be losing 1,800 shillings a day just on 1,000 birds. So if I was to lose this money in 30 months, I'll be losing 50-something thousand. That is good money to buy and feed. So what am I trying to mean is this? What I'm trying to mean is this. I've told you the much I anticipate to make from my 1,000 birds which are now yet to start laying. So we translate that to the entire flock, which will be keeping at that point 3,500. So if we are losing 1,800 for 1,000 birds, then we'll be losing 1,800 times 3 for the entire flock a day times 30. That's a big loss. And if you're saving that as well, that's a big profit. So in this industry, nothing is of loss. Absolutely nothing is of loss. We shall sell even the cracked eggs, the eggs with cracks. Those ones will go to the bakeries. Remember, I'm doing my math at 90% production. Yet I have the ability to push the birds all the way to 98% production. So if you are anybody there interested in investing in poultry farming, or especially commercial layer farming, then the first thing you need to have is a good market. A proper place whereby when you collect your eggs, you will have them collected there, and then from there, you can have your eggs collected at that very point. You will make more money. I could make more money from sales of eggs. I could make more money from sales of eggs because I have the market. I have the market more than even what I produce. But this is the risk. When I collect eggs from other farms, then I put them in my shop so that I can sell them all together and make more money. There is that risk. There is that risk of contamination. I'm touching the other eggs when I'm touching my eggs, bringing the risk back here. So instead of me going to get these eggs from those other farms, the simple trick that I'm using is just to maintain my egg curve and maximize on production. That one I will not say it here. I've said it in the masterclass on how we are able to produce at 97% and maintain that 97%. Of course, some people will say you have really stretched the bird, but that is what we are doing. We've been doing that for years. As long as you're able to sustain that bird at that position, there's no need to fear. So instead of me getting more eggs from other farms, I'm capitalizing on producing here. The size of the egg matters, the color of the yolk matters, the shape of the egg matters in our African markets. One would say, how would you compare the sales you're making from eggs daily to maize farming? I do maize farming just as a hobby. It's something I was born in, brought up in, and I developed lots of interest in it. But it's not my main thing. You cannot compare the income from egg sales and maize farming. I do maize farming twice a year, and this I introduced this year. I do the half season in Western Kenya and the one full season in Trans Nzoia. But now, for maize, I have to wait the entire year. The match that 10 acres would give me, I cannot compare even to the match that 500 birds would give me in a year. The opportunity cost, the risks involved, the thing is so laborious compared to this. So in a nutshell, to me, you will make more money from egg farming than even me. You girls, what are you doing? Oh, you want to go out? You want to go out? Oh wow, guys, you can see, they're almost laying. You can see her. Wow. Let me check. I want to check and see if she's opened up. Oh wow, they have opened up, eh? Zim open, smart, nice. Oh wow, wow. Wow, they're almost there. So you can continue resting and basking. Just enjoy your time here.